But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it'll be second down. You look at this Raiders defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On second down, Tua. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. Caught left side, Hopkins. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The career catch number for him just continues to climb, now at 1,070, and that is where Reggie Wayne finished.
And I was always told, if you went about your business like Reggie Wayne, you had a chance to be a heck of a player. So I've asked, how does this guy go about his business? Morning, noon, night, pregame, postgame, pre-practice, post-practice. That's why he's accumulated this type of number.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9.
1 yard gain.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. Touchdown! Elijah Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Here's Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run again with Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Tua sets up to pass it. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Steelers at 9-6 now, and they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That's good for us Steelers.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
27-yard line. A gain of 14. First down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
2nd down. Love. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
On 3rd down, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Carlson able to put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
Tua going to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. An option handoff given to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds here. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Love will sneak it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Raiders have cut the lead back down to 2.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. Tua. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
21G.
Now Tua. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Powers through. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
2nd and a yard.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris.
Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Raiders.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Slot man moves right. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw now. Here's Love. A short one there to Freiermuth. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down and a yard. Love, they go play action now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. The kick by Carlson is good, and with it, they have taken the lead. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 127 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they run with Harris off the option. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Play action. Now it's Tua.
Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They hand this off to Harris. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Here's Tua. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Steelers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Love now on 2nd down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Love looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, Love to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Play fake. Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Now Love. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Carlson on for the PAT. And now Love going to change things up. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Raiders 23, Steelers 22.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. On the give, this is Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Boy, 175 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running right on the option is Tua. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing Tua. Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua. An option handoff given to Harris.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Tua. And they run with Harris off the option.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Tua.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he's brought down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here we go. 1st and goal. And now Tua going to try and sneak it.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10.
One last shot now for Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity.